Very, very good evening, friends. This side Rahul Makan here is a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak on 19th July 2021, Treasury Consulting is a multinational concern. We based out India, Singapore, and Hong Kong. More importantly, we hold our own hedge fund, our own prop desk, and now our OTT platform, over the top platform, is creating the largest wealth management platform. We are planning to add 1000 plus private videos by December 2022. Having said that, the work has already started and around 6 plus you know videos are done, and we are planning around 350 by December 2021, and slowly eventually the target is 1000 by 2022. Guys, we all know that the LIBOR transition is right on the cards, no doubt about that. Internationally, if I speak about the US banks, they are ready. In fact, the top US banks, they are more or less ready. The bottom US banks are ready or not, I'm not sure. And I really doubt whether Asian banks, including Singapore, are ready as far as the LIBOR transition is concerned. No comments on Indian banks. In the LIBOR transition, there are, which is also known as interest rate benchmark reform. Interest rate benchmark reform. There is one critical element that we need to address. And I really doubt that whether there is any article or any magazine who really address that. So I thought, let me address this. So what happened, guys? US is the largest market of securitization and the structured finance. There is no doubt about that. There are some book who does claim that the size of the securitization market is around 5 trillion US dollars. As we speak on 19 July, US GDP is around 20 trillion US dollars. And out of 20 trillion US dollars, 5 trillion, which precisely means around 25% of the GDP, is of securitization, which is not a small number, I understand, but maybe for several people it is a small number. So 25% of the GDP is a securitization market, whereby GDP is around 20 trillion and securitization is around 5 trillion. We have GSEs, government sponsored enterprises, Fannie, Guinea. We have big boys like Goldman, JP, Morgan, and we have other small and medium players. We also have a structured finance. Unfortunately, as we speak, we don't have a right figure of how big is the structured finance market in US. But to be honest, this market is relatively very big. It is just like LIBOR, whereby many articles claim that the LIBOR, is around $400 trillion. The total derivatives lying on LIBOR is $400 trillion. But reality is this is over $1.7 trillion, $1,700 trillion, $1,700 trillion over. Now, in a structured finance and sometimes in a mortgage security, there is a concept called LIBOR zero bound. Now, what the hell is LIBOR zero bound? LIBOR zero bound is a very interesting term, and I think interesting is a relatively cheap word. It's more interesting. So, example, what is that? In 2020, when Corona was at height, in fact, today also Corona is at height. I think on Sunday, London reported around 48,000 cases. And officially speaking, the London is open now. You wear the mask, you don't wear the mask, you go to party, you go to pub, you go to cinema, you go to multiplex, you have your dinner, you have your dining, you have anything. Mask is optional, which means that you do or do not do. But Boris Johnson is a very intelligent person, you know. So when in 2020 COVID was at height, many LIBOR denominated products went into the discussion mode. This not came in public. Now, what the hell is discussion in LIBOR? Guys, there is a concept called LIBOR zero bound. What is that? Let me take an example on me. Treasury Consulting is taking 1 billion loan from Goldman Sachs. All hypothetical example. And Goldman Sachs saying, hey guys, I give you LIBOR plus 100 bips. Okay, LIBOR plus 100 bips is okay, not a bad. But Goldman is also keeping a consideration, and that's very important. Goldman saying, Rahul, wait, it is LIBOR plus 100 bips provided LIBOR will not go below zero. Many books, authors, universities, CFA, Certified Financial Analyst, FRM, do not know about this. I say, okay guys, L plus 100 bips, L will not go zero, but what would? L will go zero. I'm not the person who is controlling the LIBOR. I am a price taker, not a price maker. You are Goldman, you are price maker. I am not price maker. Then Goldman say, guys, if LIBOR turns zero, then at the place of L plus 100, we would be charging flat 1.5%, which precisely means at the place of L, they're charging 40 bips. Because 40 plus 100, 50 bips. 50 plus 100 is 1.5. So if LIBOR is greater than zero, whatever rate is coming, they would be, charging from it. If LIBOR is less than zero, flatly they would be taking this at 50 bips. But sometimes the situation is more tricky, and that tricky is relatively more tricky. In some cases, the loans is very big. Let's take another, hypothetical example about Amazon. All hypothetical. Amazon, US taking 5 billion loan from Goldman Sachs. For Amazon, 5 billion is nothing. For me, it is a big amount. Now, Goldman saying, guys, if LIBOR, I'm charging L plus 25 bips. Amazon is a AAA rated company, profitable company. This year, they recorded 300 billion plus revenue. 300 billion plus revenue. Guys, we're charging L plus 25 bips from you, provided L will not go to zero. And if L will go to zero, then I would be charging Euribor plus 30 bips. What the hell? This is called Quanto Zero Barrier, which means that the lender, hypothetically Goldman Sachs, will shift from dollar pricing to euro pricing. Who would be bearing the cost? Goldman will be bearing the cost. Amazon will be bearing the cost. Of course, the euro dollar pricing is already adjusted as we speak. Henceforth, we need to understand that LIBOR zero barrier is not only about LIBOR, sometimes the banks change also. Now, when we speak about LIBOR transition, strictly speaking about LIBOR transition, this is really a very important thing. Why it is very important? Because the whole banking community, the capital market community needs to sit together and they need to take up a call. Guys, are we ready for LIBOR transition? Officially, yes. Practically, no. If yes, are we ready for LIBOR transition? Because as we speak, LIBOR transition, when LIBOR is not yet transitioned, LIBOR zero barrier do not have any unique formula. we have n number of combinations, and I cannot cover n number of combinations here. But when the LIBOR will transition, which means LIBOR is history, it is only in the books. We saw LIBOR, but the young generation who is coming, they not saw LIBOR. Now, when the LIBOR would be transitioned, then the capital market community need to agree on the LIBOR zero barrier. Because as we speak, and if we go with the books, around 5 trillion plus is the securitization market. 5 trillion, which is, by the way, a big number, at least to me, which is precisely 25% of the US GDP and more than 1.5 times of Indian GDP. I'm sure a substantial portion, rather all deals are having LIBOR zero barrier. But as we speak, we not yet talked about transition from LIBOR zero barrier to RFR zero barrier. RFR means risk-free rate. And who is going to be checking this? ARRC. Just think about it. LIBOR transition is not easy. It looks very easy. It is not easy. And majority of the complicated things never comes in the public because people do not know, and they also not interested to know. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting Group. You know my personal number +91 9899 242 978. Have a great time ahead.